never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel.
Kochi represents different things to different people. To many, it is an emerging cosmopolitan city with bustling life in the streets, the cinema halls, the shopping malls, and the skyscrapers. The commercial capital of the state, with a style statement different from the rest of the state, whether in clothes or lifestyle. To some others, Kochi is a place with deep roots in history and its streets exude an old-world charm. A place with beautiful monuments and a variety of linguistic and ethnic communities including Jews, Konkanis, Gujaratis and so on. Yet another group looks at Kochi as a thriving, expanding market, providing opportunities for growth and prosperity to all who knock at her doors. Set foot into Fort Kochi and you will be instantly transported to a different time period. This place is steeped in the history and culture of all who have occupied it through the ages. Its roots and essence are unique in its diversity. While walking through KJ Herschel Road, one gets a glimpse of Fort Emmanuel. This former Portuguese bastion, built in 1503, is a sign of the strategic alliance between the Maharaja of Cochin and the Portuguese monarch. Fort Kochi is 15 minutes away from Ernakulam by ferry. There are two ferry points, called jetties, in Ernakulam, the Ernakulam Jetty and the High Court Jetty, about 1.5 km, 1 mile, north of Ernakulam Jetty. The state-owned KSWTC operate frequent daily service from the Ernakulam Jetty. Ferry timings: the first boat leaves around 6 a.m. and the last boat leaves around 9 p.m. Between the first and last service to Fort Cochin, expect a service every 15 to 30 minutes. In case if you want to travel between Fort Cochin and Ernakulam after that last service, look for a bus connection. There are frequent private bus services between Fort Cochin and Ernakulam, till around 10ish in the night. Beyond that you have to depend on taxi or auto rickshaw. Further along the road one can see the Dutch cemetery, housing the graves of former colonists. People also love visiting the nearby Thakur House, a bungalow built in typical colonial era style. It now belongs to Thakur & Co., a renowned tea trading firm. In short, Kochi offers a cocktail of modernity, old world charm and a global outlook that, at the same time, but was once the residence of the officers of the National Bank of India during British rule. So how to reach Ernakulam Jetty? This is located at the southmost periphery of the so-called Marine Drive, facing the Cochin backwaters, Vembanad Lake. There is a KSRTC bus station right next to the boat jetty, from where the local KSRTC services operate. Or get onto one of those red-colored city buses crisscrossing the Ernakulam city. You can get bus from Ernakulam Junction, called South Railway Station, as well as from the Ernakulam town, called the North Station. Ask for bus via the Ernakulam Jetty bus stop. Jetty is about 3 kilometers from either of the railway stations. It was formerly called Kunal or Hill Bungalow. Another delightful location is David Hall, named after David Coder, who was a famous occupant of the hall. However, it is more closely associated with the Dutch commander Hendrik Adriaan van Riet tot Drakesten. Facilitates continuity and change. For centuries, Kochi had been a main port city, not only of Keralan, but also of the Indian peninsula. He is famous for his book on the flora of Keralan, Hortus Malabaricus. One can also visit St. Francis Church, the oldest European church in India. Built in 1503, it was here that the legendary explorer Vasco da Gama was originally buried. Since the 14th century, Kochi, known as the Queen of the Arabian Sea, has had ships from Asian and European countries visiting her port. The Vasco da Gama Square is a beautiful promenade nearby where one can go for a relaxing walk. There are two ferry points in Fort Kochi, the Fort Kochi Ferry Station and the Fort Kochi Vipan Junker Jetty. From Ernakulam you'll be dropped at the Fort Kochi Ferry Station. The Janker ferry about 1 kilometer away is the boarding point for the Janker barrage service to Vipan Island. As you walk out of the jetty, you are on the Kalvathi Road. Auto rickshaws wait in a queue right next to the jetty entrance. Or you can also get a local city bus to places in Fort Kochi. Ferry ticket, Ernakulam to Fort Kochi one-way ticket costs 6 rupees. Tickets are sold at the counter in the ferry station building. At Ernakulam jetty, get into the ferry station building. There are 2 counters. The counter on your left issues ticket to Fort Kochi, Wellington Island, and Madancherry. The one on the right issues tickets to Vipan. Queues are typically long during the peak hours. Ferry route, the boat crosses Cochin backwaters, right through a busy shipping channel in the harbors. The route goes around the Wellington Island and reaches Fort Kochi, which is the first stop from Ernakulam. The boat then continues to Madancherry Jetty, near the Jew town, via stop at Wellington Island, Embarkation Jetty. One can drop by Pierce Leslie Bungalow to view the waterfront verandas or Coder House, a fine example of the transition from colonial to Indo-European architecture. The traders and travelers from across the globe were welcomed with open arms and minds. This greatly helped in its growth into a cosmopolitan city. Kochi's growth owes a lot to its strategic position on the northern end of the peninsula that has proximity to the Arabian Sea on the west. Vasco House is another must-visit landmark as it is said to have been the explorer's actual residence. It is among the oldest Portuguese buildings in Kochi. A visit to the legendary Bishop House is an enriching experience. The facade of the house has large Gothic arches and the building was acquired by Dom Joseph Gomes Ferreira, the 27th Bishop of the Diocese of Cochin. The streets, shops and the residents operate at their own pace, and the estuaries and the Western Ghats on the east. As for its geography, it is an indiscriminate mix of hilly areas, estuaries and backwaters, small islands, coastal cities like Fort Kochi and Madancherry, and plain terrain like that of the city of Ernakulam. With its interesting monuments, geographic peculiarities, and emerging cosmopolitan nature, Kochi can keep a tourist engrossed for days. Time is rather abstract in Fort Kochi, and visitors will feel instantly transported into another era altogether.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah, I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I looking to last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright.